There it goes, girl.
Girl, I can't even believe it.
Hmm.
We about to
Okay,
be
we
black
like for
to
real. We
school.
legit.
We about to be black to school. We about
With
to
Beth
be
and
black to
Brandon.
school.
With Beth and Brandon.
Hey, welcome,
Hey,
welcome,
boo.
welcome to This Ain't on the Test. This ain't on the test. This ain't on the test. This ain't on the test with your host Brandon in bed. This ain't
What?
on the test. This ain't on
Hey,
the test. This ain't on the
hey,
test with your host Brandon in bed.
hey. What's up, Brandon?
Oh, mama. I'm not calling
Hey,
you Beth.
boo.
That's weird.
It's don't you never call me Beth. I'm not Beth to
No,
you. No.
no, that would be
But to
super
all these
awkward.
people that are looking and listening, I'm Beth. I'm the
I,
mom.
I'm Brandon. I'm the daughter.
You're my baby. A very old baby. My very old baby. So, welcome to This Ain't on the Test. This is an amazing podcast, ain't it, Brandon?
It is.
We're going to be in here just talking about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness when it comes to teaching and urban education. You know what I'm saying?
It's for every Black teacher who has felt not prepared, not seen, not heard, not properly supported. We are here for the Black educator. We are here for you. So
We
let's get
got you.
started with
Okay, well, let's talk about these
rules.
ground rules. Okay, what's going to happen here is that we are going to respect the culture. Okay, we're not going to talk bad about it, we're not going to disparage it, we're not going to second guess it, we're not going to try to change it. We are going to educate the culture. It is talking to students that look like us, talking to teachers that look like us, and helping those groups of people be the best versions of themselves they could possibly be. And then lastly, we're going to protect the culture. We're going to bubble wrap the culture and keep it from all hurt, harm, and danger. You hear me? We're not going to
So,
let you come for us. We're not going to let you talk about us. We're not going to let you disrespect us. We will not. So the ground rules: respect the culture, educate the culture, and protect the culture. Because on this ain't on the test, we rep the culture.
rep the culture, baby.
Come on, baby. Those are the ground rules.
Now, our learning objective, it wouldn't be a proper teaching and learning space if we didn't have an objective for the episode. So the
Come on,
objective for
baby.
today, Welcome Black to School, episode 1, is very simple. By the end of this episode, look at that, that's a epidode. By the end of this episode,
By the end of this episode, what we gonna do? All
listeners
right.
will be able to know us and
Besides,
love us.
you love
Okay,
us.
it
You
does.
love us. You
You
love us
love us.
already.
So don't even
Mhm.
act like, because I already know what it is. So
You
let's
already
get
love us.
into it. Let's
Well, let's
get
just
into
talk about it. Come
it.
on, Brandon. So,
Okay.
what is this ain't on the test? What are we even doing? What are we doing? My lock's messed up. Okay, girl, what we doing?
Your locks aren't messed up.
No, they was sticking up, but I fixed it. Now I'm cute.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. What we doing?
Just like we said, we're here to support the Black educator for their own personal development. We're here to support you professionally. Yes, we do have resources. We do have a wealth of knowledge and experience between the two of us and our network. I'm in my
Hmm.
13th year of education, 10 years in the math classroom, 3 years in administration and leadership. I've worked as a coach and a PBL extraordinaire and arts
Hmm.
integration and Spanish and dance and theater. I've done a wide gamut of things in my educational career.
And
So I
what
have
do
a
you
lot
do
of
now?
here in the illustrious, crime ridden city of the District of Columbia.
Yes, in
But it's
Gotham
okay
City
because
out there.
it's okay. Trump is saving us, so it's fine. Yes.
Mhm.
So I write curriculum and support teachers. Um, that support Black students, and we use the entire city as our classroom. So we do
I love
project
that.
based experiential learning. Mama, what are you bringing to the table?
Oh, well, first of all, I ain't got no job. And let's just
Ah,
take a moment
Tommy,
and get excited about it. I ain't got no job, man.
tell them why you ain't got no job.
After 25 years in a middle and high school classroom, I have
Mm,
retired from education, but I never
mm,
retired from teaching. Never retired from teaching. But I don't
say
clock
it.
in for nobody.
I know
Get
that's
into
right.
it. I don't clock in for nobody. But I did 20 years in middle school, 5 years in high school, and I did 5 years in an English classroom, and then 20 years, whoo, in a math classroom. That's a lot of
20
time. 20
years.
years teaching from sixth grade to 12th grade math. Yes. And I taught sixth and eighth grade English, sixth, seventh, no, sixth and eighth grade English, and then sixth through 12th grade math. Before that, I did 8 years in the military. So I have, and some of those years as a drill instructor. So I've been teaching in one way or another for well over 30 years. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that I could help somebody is what I think I could do.
I
So
think
the
you
whole,
can.
and I, what I've seen, I think I can help somebody. I think I could. I just think it's so important. In all that time, I have just seen so many teachers give up, give
Hmm.
out, and give in. And we don't want that to happen. So the whole point of this is to try to stop that from happening. What you think?
Exactly. I think I've been blessed to work in Black spaces with Black teachers and Black scholars and Black leaders, um, by being in this city, but my educational upbringing is not the same experience that the
It's
scholars that
not.
I work with get to have. So I came from down south where I was, if you were in advanced classes, you were one of three maybe Black people in a room. I was
Mhm.
always the only Black girl everywhere that I went in academic spaces, and I usually had really strong, impassioned, compassionate, but white educators who did excellent
Mhm.
work. But there is a distance there that you can't quite put your finger on. It's not a bad thing. It's just not a thing that gets addressed often. And now that I'm in a completely different space after going to Howard University, the Mecca, the HU, the only HU, the real HU.
Say it again. Say it one more time. What school?
HU? You
You
know?
know. All right. All
Um,
right.
anyway, after I was able to matriculate on a full ride scholarship from Howard University, I was able to walk into these Black spaces with this newfound like confidence and urgency of being an example for Black students, right?
I
Showing them,
remember you showing up and just to jump in for one second.
yeah,
You came home from Howard University and you said to me, for the first time in 12 years of schooling, I feel seen, understood, and respected. I will never forget that. And you felt like you were enough. And I was
yeah,
like, I blew my mind because I always knew you were more than enough. I always loved you exactly as you showed up. But to think that you didn't think that you were enough, I took that into my classrooms with me, making sure
wow,
that my students knew that I saw them for exactly who they were. And I was okay with who they were right then at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
when others teach us, we feel like they're expecting us to reach some sort of bar before we're acceptable.
mm-hmm,
And I don't know if it's conscious or unconsciously. I don't think that white teachers are devils or mean or unnecessary. I think they're very necessary. And I think some of my best friends are white teachers. I mean, so it's not that. That's not what we're saying at all.
no,
There's a
I work with
difference.
incredible white teachers, a handful of
Yeah,
them.
there's just a difference when
Mm.
we see us because we love us like nobody else can love us.
Yeah, it's just different. It hits different, you know. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm really passionate about this like FUBU style education. This for us, by us, our culture, our people, educating our people. And the way the government is going, honey, we really need to make sure
Baby.
so we are empowering each other and we're making safe spaces to educate each other because they're erasing us from history even more than we
Yes.
already had been, you know?
Yes.
And they're taking away so much of the great work that we've done. They're attempting to. They're not successful because there's too many of us. You know,
Hmm.
the Black woman's the most educated person in the country.
Which
We've
really
worked too
pisses them
hard.
off. Yeah.
It really makes them mad.
It
It really,
really pisses them off. And they
but
can't
as
still can't take it from us. Yeah.
no, what you gonna do? Please come snatch my degrees, plural with the S on it. Please come. Please come for me.
Okay.
I'm on my Jasmine
Hmm.
Crockett out here. Okay.
Come over here. I want to tell you something. Come
Now, come
here.
on, come on. Come meet me
Come
outside. I
here.
want
Come
to
here.
tell you
Come here. I
something.
want to tell you something. I just want to tell you something in your ear. I want to tell you something in your ear. And that's what
So,
we're here for. That's what this whole conversation is going to be about. Is just that it's so important that the children see themselves being successful. And if all you
yeah,
see is people that don't look like you, then you assume that you can't do that. So it's important that they look up and they see us. They see
yeah,
us in all our spectrums. They see us
yeah,
male, they see us female, they see us queer, they see us transgender, they see us elderly, they see us young, they see us married and single, and they see us in all of our glorious ways, so that
Mhm.
in some way they will find themselves, and they'll say,
Yeah.
if you could do it, so can I. And it's
Yeah.
really important. That's really, really important. And I don't think white people will ever understand what it's like to never see yourself in a
Yes.
space.
Or to always have to work so
Search.
hard to there was this what movie was it? I do not recall, girl. I'll be forgetting. But there was this thing where it's like I always had to reimagine. Like I had to imagine harder than other people. Like I
Yes,
could
because you
sit
have
and
to
watch
place yourself
cartoons
in
as
it.
a kid. Yeah, but I got to make everybody black first. I got to change
Hmm.
so much stuff to put myself in my own imagination. That's so
Hmm. Or
unfair.
even worse, you just assume it's not for you. Like I don't
Yeah.
even get
Yeah,
to
oh, that's
have that. I don't get to be the Little Mermaid because ain't nobody black under the sea.
girl.
I don't get to be Cinderella and lose my shoe
Because
because
ain't no black
you know,
princess.
you see what I'm saying? And I don't even get to kiss the frog because there's none. So, all I get
I
to
still
do
have
is
issues
wash
with that movie.
dishes and
Let's
stuff.
not get too far into Tiana because that, like, why we spend so much of the movie being a frog. Like, I can't even.
Well, they
We
had
ain't
to
even
start
get a whole
somewhere. They
movie.
they had to start. They got better. They got
They
better,
got
but
better.
they had
They
to
got
start. They
better.
had to,
They got better.
they had to start somewhere. But that is the importance. And I think the other part of this, Brandon, is
Hmm.
that also for you, as a teacher, you've been in black spaces,
Yes.
black teachers, black students. I have
Hmm.
not. So I've
Hmm.
been in mixed spaces with mixed teachers and mixed students. So what would happen to teachers like myself is that you get all the problem children. You
Hmm.
get, oh, this child is acting out, send him to Miss Jones. He's a big boy, send him to Miss Jones. She got an attitude, send her to Miss
The Miss
Jones. So
Jones.
yeah, so and I know I'm not the only, I'm not talking about anything you don't know out there if you're listening or watching. I know
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying. So you end up with a class of 35. They may all look like you, but they got some stuff going on, and it's not fair that then you become the African American whisperer. That
Right.
is, and that becomes something that we do willingly because we're not going to let you disrespect our children. We're not going to let you talk to them any kind of way. I have stopped many a white male teacher from putting their hands in people's faces and stuff like that. So you don't talk to my boys like that. You don't do that. Don't disrespect. We respect the culture. Don't
You
disrespect.
stopped a lot of white women from talking to your black boys certain ways too.
Any kind of way, because I love my black boys. Don't do that. Don't disrespect my children. But then that weight is so heavy,
Hmm.
and you carry your job and everybody else's, that you feel like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm burnt out. I've only been doing it for 5 years, but I can't do it no more. I'm
Yeah.
burnt out. I'm not paid enough to do this. I'm tired. My family is suffering. Because I remember coming home and just yelling at you and your sister. And you're like, what did somebody at school do this time? Me just yell at you right now because we can't have this happening with nobody else. Um, because you don't have a safe space for you to go to,
Yeah.
for somebody to see you as the teacher and to help you. You don't need help with your curriculum, not that you don't know how to teach. You need help with your heart and your mind and your spirit being overwhelmed. And so
Yeah.
that's the point of this, because that ain't on the test.
That ain't on the test, honey.
Yeah.
Your humanity and your identity
It's not.
is not on the test.
It's not on the
Nobody is
test.
preparing you for that. One interesting thing, I know that you mentioned like being black teacher and in black spaces. Yes, in schools, right? And that was the safe space for me and my kiddos. But like I said, in my work, I take my kids out into the city. So we go into a lot of white spaces in DC. We go into a lot of government buildings, into a lot of museums, and we be gang gang, we be deep. Me, my black teachers, my black kids, we all
Hmm.
squatted up 30, 40 deep walking into the Phillips collection or the National Gallery of Art, and the way that I have to protect them from microaggressions, from looks and
Mm,
stares, from people over
mm,
policing them in museums, from museum workers following us around, from white kids at other schools that are there at museums making hand signals and stuff like that to my kids, or an entire school group that's all wearing MAGA hats that my kids are asking
mm,
questions about.
They're not necessarily politically savvy at that age. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So there's that too of like, how do I make sure that they get the curriculum that they need, that they get the life skills that they need, that I pick up
It's
every
so
other
much
thing
more than
that
a
needs to be
curriculum.
picked up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so much more. And it's something that I feel we internalize in a different way because I need to help prepare them to not just walk through the world. I need to prepare them to be Black people walking through America and the
Oh
world.
my
And that
God,
is
that's so
different.
important. That's so
That
important. When you
is
start saying stuff like, baby, you know you are a 6 foot tall black male. I hate to tell you this, but automatically you're guilty. You gotta learn to navigate in the space a little bit differently than your white counterpart who's the exact same build as you. You can't be
even though you're
safe
only
and do
14.
that. Okay, you're already guilty because he's a 14-year-old boy and you're a 14-year-old man. And
Man.
and I'm so sorry. And the same thing for my girls. You're a 12-year-old girl, but you're also a 12-year-old woman. And you're sexualized immediately because you got a bra on today. Okay, because yesterday you didn't wear one, you wore a training bra. And those are lessons that anybody outside of our community doesn't know to teach. They don't
Mhm.
even think that way. They don't even
Mm.
think that way, that that kid is not safe if he asks a question when the cop stops him. You better just go home and tell your
If he
parents.
if he can't control his anger.
If he has, because you don't have
But
the
in
right to be
you
mad.
you don't. It's not
No,
safe. It's not
you know,
safe for big Black children to get angry out in
no, it's
public,
not. That's one of the
you
things
know?
with your sister I was so terrified of when they were learning to drive because I said, with the short afro that they had at that time,
Mhm.
and you were only 16, but you're like 5'7", and from a distance you could be mistaken for a boy, and then automatically you're wrong.
Mhm.
And then you got an attitude, and you can't have that because I need you to come home. And so
Mhm.
I felt like I was teaching my child to navigate with their walking papers during slavery.
It's
That is
terrible.
exactly I because I'm like, don't ask any questions. Just say, I need to call my father. Don't say, I need to call my mother, because I need them to know you have a father, because they don't think you have a father. I need you to say, I need to call my father. I need you to just keep saying that. I need you to keep your hands on the wheel. I need you to keep your stuff right there so you can just point to it. It's right there.
Mhm.
Don't move. Don't ask any questions. Just say, can I just call my father? I'm only 16. Can I call my father? And all of that is to
Um,
say, the point of this
all of
whole
that.
podcast is that you need a safe space. You need a place to unwind. You need a place that you can tell us what you need and we can get you the help that you need so that you are strong, so that you are healthy. Someone understands you, someone's walked in your shoes, and we got you. That's the whole point of this.
That's it. All right. After our core conversation where we get deep into it, we always want to walk away with some seeds for growth, right? So no point in just talking to talk. Here are some
Right?
things
No.
that you can take away with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
First things first, take a beat. Out of
Period.
everything that we talked about all of the stressors, all of the things that can feel like they're piling on. Make sure that as you're out there changing the world one scholar at a time, give yourself grace. Take moments to breathe. Remind yourself that you've got this. And if you need to take a day, take it.
Please take your time off.
Well,
It's important.
it's paid for a reason. And our second seed for growth off of this episode from this core conversation, find your tribe. We're right here for you. Tune in weekly, share the podcast with your teacher besties, make lunch plans, take your lunch and sit outside. Find your people, okay? And make sure you come back to us because we are going to be launching some series and some guests and some conversations and some pop ups that you do not want to miss. And you and your Black teacher besties are going to love what this Ain't on the Test has coming your way.
Okay, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna talk, we're gonna learn, we're gonna heal, we're gonna grow. Come on.
Speaking of doing all of that, let's get
What
into
we
some
doing?
Black teacher joy.
Oh, okay. So this part of the podcast would be when we would talk about a black teacher, amazing moment, some joy, some good time, because you gotta have some good times with all of this. So my black teacher joy for today will be that when I'm not doing this, I'm also a life coach. How about that?
Mm,
And one
booked.
of my clients is one of my former students.
Shut
And this
up.
It really is. And this young person works really hard. This is a student that school didn't come easy for. This is a student that took a minute, but they're back in college. And I'm so
Oh,
excited. I'm so excited. They found me out of everybody they could talk to, came and asked me to be their person, to be their sounding board and everything. So, sometimes you got to throw the ball in the air and catch it later. And so I'm
yeah.
catching the blessings that I threw up my first year teaching, my fifth year teaching, my 10th year teaching, my 20th year teaching. Those blessings are just coming at me now, left and right, left and right. So my Black teacher joy for today is you will bump into a student that'll be so glad to see you, and they will have such amazing stories to tell you about a seed you planted but you didn't get to see grow, and then you get to see it growing and you be like, I did that. I have met
Yeah.
students, I've met my grand students. It was like, that's your baby? You got a whole baby? Where you get a baby from? What you doing with a baby? Because to get the idea how old my students are, I taught my kid who's in this video with me right now.
I'm
And
35.
and she was not my first class. So my students, and that was in sixth grade. So my students are grown, and they got doctorates, they got children, they got jobs, they got careers, they got their own businesses, they got joy. And I love to see it. And I love to see them. And they say, Miss Jones, and I'm like, did I teach you? And then we just get to hugging from there. So that's my Black teacher joy for the moment.
I love it.
Me
Um,
too.
oh, that's so cool. I had a similar moment with a scholar, and I've been teaching a long time. Like 13 years is a decent amount of time,
It
especially if you're
is.
teaching middle schoolers, because they're relatively grown now. If you call, I guess 25 grown.
Mhm.
So crazy. But a similar situation happened to me. I was getting on the elevator at community office for my district, and this grown man walks up to me and goes, "Excuse me, are you Miss Marshall?" Which is a name I've had in my teaching career. And I'm like, "Baby, did I teach you? Because I didn't teach no grown people. I did not know who that baby was." But he remembered me, and he was so excited to see me and was telling me stories about my math class of all things, and how much he appreciated the time that I took to listen to him and just be there for him. And now he is a father of two. He's got twin daughters. It's
You a grand
wild.
teacher too.
I'm
Oh,
a
you got
grand
grand
teacher.
teacher.
This is
Yeah.
wild roots. Um, but that's it. But my Black teacher joy moment, I have making the highlight reel for last year, um, that our new kids watch the highlight reel from last year
Uh-huh.
every year as their introduction to my program. And I had 784 pictures and videos in my phone of last school year.
You just walk around like this. You
I
just
was
walk
like,
around like that.
"My God," but going through all of them and making the video reel brought me so much
It
joy.
does. It takes you right
It
back, doesn't it?
Yes, of every ride, every laugh, every joke, every silly thing that they said and did. We had a wonderful time, and I especially appreciated it because I was reflecting on last year thinking that it didn't go as successfully as I wanted it to, but going back through the pictures, the students had a good year, and
And isn't that all that matters?
that's what
That
it
is
was
it.
for.
So,
After a little
well,
Black teacher joy, we do what's called a little teacher tailgate.
come on now.
Teacher tailgates when we like to get our sip on something and just chat about what you want to
Because
chat about.
sometimes you need a little bit of a break. That's part of
Sometimes
the
we
take a
say,
beat, take a break,
take,
take a moment.
take a
Come on.
shot. Ah,
Now, we're not advocating alcoholism in any way. And if you
no,
don't want to drink alcohol, you should
no, you
not drink
don't.
alcohol. Don't you do
Okay.
it. Do
But we're
not.
going to do
But if you want to drink alcohol and you're a responsible human being and you're not
it.
driving,
All right.
I think you should get into it.
I think you
My
definitely
cup
should.
says, you can't see it. It say I sip on it. It says I sip. It says that right there on there. But today I just have orange juice at the moment. It's vitamin C because you will catch cooties from the little cootie carriers in your room. So all my teachers, especially my new teachers, better gird your loins, okay? Hear what I'm saying? Hear me. Hear me today and listen to me tomorrow. You need some vitamin C in your life because they're gonna come to you snotty and sick and still want to hug you and want to
All
talk
eight.
to you right here, right here,
Yeah.
right here, right here. Okay. So
Mhm.
what you got?
I am drinking some top notch H2O today. Made it
Come through here,
myself,
water.
my own fridge with all of my loud, aggressive stickers. Ban bigots, not books. Protect neurodivergent kids. Protect LGBTQ kids. Pro black, pro brown, pro weed, pro gay, pro choice, pro trans, pro ho. You know, all the things that are important
I
to
do
remind.
enjoy that you're pro ho as your mom. I do
Yeah,
enjoy that. I think it's my
your hoe will
favorite.
help you find your husband. Now, don't miss out. Um, but it's hydrate or die. I didn't realize how little I was drinking water and going to the bathroom until I got out of the classroom and I had the freedom to pee. And I was like, oh my God, I don't pee. Like, I just, that's it.
And
Drink water.
that's a whole podcast by itself, is that we don't take care
Like,
of ourselves. We ain't even peeing. We don't even
we
pee.
didn't,
We don't even
we
drink
didn't
water.
drink the water. Call the
Okay. And
number.
then go to the bathroom. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
call the number. Have somebody come stand in your room so you can go to the bathroom. Do not hold it no more.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So the last part of our podcast, as we segue, look at me segueing,
Oh,
would be the
you
part.
better
Oh,
say.
that's large. Hey, um, we would have a parking lot. This is where you become part of our podcast. This is where you will write into us. You can DM us. You can email us. You can hit our website and you can tell us what it is that you need from us. Ask a question, and we'll come on here and we'll answer it for you. We'll get people that know the answers if we don't. But I know a lot. I do. But we also got people that know things. So this is where the parking lot would be, and we would answer your questions. So don't
Mm-hmm.
you feel like we're just here talking to ourselves? This is a give and take relationship, baby. This is a give and take.
Reciprocal. Mm-hmm.
Come on with your words. Come on with your
It's
words.
a math
So
term.
that is how we hear. You is smart. You
I
is
am.
smart though. I love
I
it. You get that from your mama.
am. I do.
Enzo. So we have reached the end of our podcast. I
We
don't want to
had.
go. I like
Well,
talking like this.
every teacher do, but it's time to stop talking. Time to take that
Okay.
beat, take that breath.
I guess I
Get
will.
your tribe and get a drink. And welcome black to school, everybody.
Listen, welcome black, welcome black, welcome black. Hey,
Yeah.
we lo- we can't wait to see you again. Please come back. Please come back.
And remember, no
Please.
matter what you do, represent the culture, educate the culture, protect the culture, rep the culture.
Rep the culture.